everyone, it's Lisa. Rufus is there, but he's driving. Just say hello.
Hello.
But he's not really going to be in this video because this is a bit of a personal video that I wanted to make, explaining where my head is and what's happening at the moment. So you've probably seen already, if you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, hit the subscribe button because there will be a lot more videos coming. But if you are subscribed, you've probably seen that I've done a what I eat in a day video, and I did that yesterday because yesterday was Saturday, and as you know, we go to a group on Saturday. Except yesterday we didn't weigh in. Well, we did, but we didn't. I did, but I didn't. So we got up late. There was a bit of a misunderstanding with me and Rufus as to which one we were going to. But it basically meant that we were too late to go to the group. So we thought, right, what we'll do is we'll nip along, go in at the end, and then get weighed in at the end. But by the time we got there, it should have already closed and everything was packed up, and so we couldn't get weighed in. But eventually I got to Boots the chemist, one of the big Boots, and got on the machine there. Now I know it's different scales and I know you can't like judge and it's all different, but I had quite a large shock. I was expecting a gain. We've both had a couple of really bad weeks plan-wise, haven't we? There's been some binging, we've been stressed, we've had all sorts of stuff happening. And basically we've just sort of, on Friday night, we got a takeaway and we got whatever we wanted, and we had a little bit of almost everything from the takeaway menu. We didn't, but you know, we had like half a pizza each, and then we got a burger which we cut in half between us and things like that. So we were expecting a gain, but it was one of those, we deserve a gain because we've been off plan, and actually we had I mean, the best thing about the takeaway was the garlic bread. You know, the rest of it I could take or leave, but it was, so we were deserving a gain. And I got on the scales, and I now weigh, I think, close to, or if not more than, what I originally started at Slimming World nearly 2 years ago. So that's good. So the whole last 2 years of being on plan and all of the sacrifices and not having a drink ever because I didn't want to use the sins up, and not going out and all of that, basically have been for nothing, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth really. But as you know, because we've talked about it before, there's been a lot of stress, there's been a lot of stuff happening in our lives since sort of the back end of last year. In that time we've also been to 2 family funerals. We've had all sorts of other things happening. Rufus's mum's had knee operations on both knees, and both of our health has been bad. So there's been lots of reasons, lots of excuses for doing what I did, which was to come off plan and eat. But basically, I think there's a part of me, this is going to turn into quite a confessional video, so be warned, but there's a part of me that doesn't think I deserve nice things in my life, whether that be, you know, a figure that I'm starting to feel proud of, and clothes that make me feel nice, or whether that be a good relationship, or whether that be, you know, lots of things. There's a big part of me that struggles to believe that I deserve that. And me and Rufus have been talking the last sort of few days, because we're actually supposedly on annual leave from transmission at the moment, although we've done more work in the last week than we'd normally do. But there's a part of me that struggles to put myself forward, and there's long history of that, and it's something that I've just gone back to counselling to try and get my head back into a healthy place, and it's something that came up there, and it's something that's been coming up a bit recently, is the fact that I don't put myself first. I don't put my needs first. I buy clothes that cover me up, or that I need to buy because smaller sizes don't fit. I don't, you know, take any interest in any of that. You know, there's very few things that I do because I really want to do them, and a lot of things that I really want to do get either abandoned or forgotten or missed out on just because of circumstances. But that's needing to change, and part of this sort of re-motivating myself and committing to Slimming World is part of this change, because as the lovely Jane Day always says, it will work if you work it, it won't if you don't. And I haven't been working Slimming World, I haven't been working the plan, and even since we've been back, which we've been back, what, 6 weeks I think, neither of us have really been motivated, have we? We've sort of gone back because it's what you should do, because, you know, well, we sort of need to lose the weight, but I haven't done any food logs or food diaries, I haven't done any SAS logs, I haven't done any of the stuff that's needed, and we haven't even really keep track on sins very well. There's been a lot of guesswork, a lot of, well, that's probably that and that's probably that. And as anybody knows, when you start doing that on Slimming World, you're not really doing Slimming World, you're just eating a little bit healthier and guessing around the edges. So I've got my Slimming World food diary planner thing, which I coincidentally found last week, and thought, oh, I might throw that away because I'm not using it. And then I thought, no, actually, I'll keep hold of it. And it turns out that when I bought it, I'd only used 1 week. So I'm currently, part of this 2 weeks off is to give us a chance to breathe and pause and look at what we're doing with various things in our life. Transmission's one, but there's lots of things that I've been wanting to get on top of that I haven't been able to, so I'm just gonna have to undo the window because it's really warm in here. And so things like, I bought a load of planner stickers because I keep wanting to sort my diary out and it's everywhere, and I lose track of things because it's all just a jumbled mess. So I've now got all my planner stickers and I sit and plan ahead, and each of the days that I'm doing something, I've got different coded stickers depending on what that thing is. So if I'm doing a transmission group, there'll be a certain sticker for that. There's a different sticker for the Leeds group than there is to our Doncaster groups, and then if I'm doing other bits of stuff, they've all got different stickers as well. So I've got an eye appointment in August, and the little sticker for that has sunglasses on, so when I look at it I know it's an eye thing. So there's a bit of planning happening now, and so I've got this book, so I'm now going to start writing in it every day what I've eaten, and then I'm going to be doing the what I eat in a day videos. Now I'm not going to say I'm going to do a video every day, because it takes a big chunk of time, even on the phone app that I use, which is quite simple. It still takes a bit of time, doesn't it? So I have to go in and edit it, to do the shot transitions and the sound effects and all of that stuff. It takes a little while. So I'm not going to commit to doing that every day, but I will commit to doing it as much as I can, because by doing the videos, not only might it give you an idea of, you know, how I work Slimming World, but it will also give me an idea of keeping track and keeping me motivated and keeping me focused. So I put 4 stone back on since the very start of Slimming World, which is more than I lost. So I am actually up and a little bit more than where I was when I started, but the plan is to get maybe 3 stone of that off in the next year, which is doable. I've just got to maintain a focus. And yes, I've still got the reasons for losing weight. You know, at the end of the day, as a trans woman, I am waiting on surgery. There are issues around that at the moment because my referral went across in October, and I've still not heard anything from the surgeon, so it's not going to be happening this year. It might not happen next year the way it's going. It's just now left in limbo. And for anybody that watches this and has been watching the videos for the last sort of couple of years, limbo is not a good place for me. When I don't know what's happening, I get really discombobulated. If we make plans to do something and it doesn't happen, it throws out my day. So because I don't have any plan, any idea even in the back of my head as to when things are happening surgery wise, it means that it's an infinite distance away. So I can't plan anything, because how can you plan for something when you don't know when it's going to happen? And it's not a case of be ready because it might be tomorrow, because it won't, because there's going to be a 6 to 9 month sort of run-up time for surgery anyway. Say again? Yeah. Rufus is just saying I've got to have hair removal, so I've got to have electrolysis on pubic hair, basically. And that, not only is that painful, but it takes a long time to have that happen. So yes, there's about a 6-month process for that. So there's a good 6 to 9 month run-up time the minute I get given a green light for surgery anyway.
They can't do your referral unless you're a certain weight.
Yeah, Rufus says that they can't do my referral until I'm at a certain BMI, which is true. So the surgeon I'm going to is a bit more relaxed policy on that. So hopefully he'll appreciate the fact that, yes, I've put weight back on, but if I've lost it once, I'm going to damn well lose it again. But even that motivation has been lacking a bit recently, because it's sort of, it is this ever elastic piece of time, and I don't know what's happening. Added to that, the issues that we had at the back end of last year seem to be rearing their head again. So we've got
Same thing again.
Difficult decisions to make as an organisation, as Transmission, around do we have to now approach a lawyer and sue the person that's putting these lies everywhere? Do we have to send cease and desist letters? Personally, I think it's going to end up with us having to take her to court for slander and malicious communication and all of these things. But it's just another layer of hassle that we really, really don't need. This had just been put behind us, and we're doing a whole load of amazing stuff at the moment with an amazing team of people. And then all of these lies keep coming back up, and it's like, oh, for God's sake, now we've got to tackle this again. And again, it's that stress. There's family related stress. For those of you that have vaguely followed the channel, it looks like my sister's moving back to Leeds, which is a really good thing, but also is a really stressful thing, because my sister's had some issues recently, and some quite serious issues that we're going to be helping her with. Yeah, with her health and stuff. But so there's a lot going on in our lives. But yeah, I am in a much healthier headspace. I am getting counselling, courtesy of Yorkshire Mesmac, and I've got to say thank you to that, because I've got 6 sessions of counselling, which isn't going to cure me, but it isn't going to fix anything, but helps me deal with some of that stress. And is also really good, because as a trainee counsellor myself, when you see a professional counsellor, you can kind of see the things that they're doing and how they're putting it into practice, but then it still works on you. So there's a technique called reframing, where you take the idea of what somebody's saying and you look at it from another perspective. Now, when the counsellor did that to something I had said on my last appointment, my head went, oh, he's reframing. It still worked. I still saw something from a different perspective, even though I knew the technique that he was using. But that is all a really interesting, that's really interesting as well. Oh, we didn't crash. We're just parking up. We're here. So yeah, so there's a lot going on, but hopefully I feel a little bit healthier mentally. I feel in a bit of a better space. Yesterday was really stressful for me and Rufus. Wasn't it? We had a bit of a stressy day, but hopefully things are moving forward in the right way, and hopefully the fact that I'm doing what I eat in a day videos and diary planning and all of that stuff, hopefully that will make a difference. I had to do a really hard thing last night, which was to take a whole massive load of clothes out of the drawers that just don't fit anymore, because I've got too fat to wear them, and so I've had to take them out of the drawers, and I'm going to put them into the shed. And then the new crap, cheap, don't really care about it. It covers me like this, sort of the really nasty shit from Georgia Asda and Poundland and places like that. They've now gone in the drawers, so my wardrobe now looks like Chav Central. It looks like, it's hideous, but it's big sizes. So what can I do? But that just means that, again, I've got some nice clothes. They're just smaller sizes, so I've got to get back into them. Otherwise, I'll just end up walking around looking like White D from Benefit Street, which is not a good look for anyone. Unless you're White D, because she earned a lot of money from that. So anyway, there you go. That's a bit of a confessional. It's probably gone into too much information than I was planning to, but I don't care. You know what I'm like by now. and we try and do this. The channel's called Beyond Authentic. We try and live authentically, and we try and be as honest as we can. So there you go. That's you've got it all. So that being said, we will see you in another video, probably tomorrow, for Why Eat in a Day-to-Day video. You're going to get so sick of this. You're going to get so sick of crab sticks, I'm telling you, because it's kind of a staple of our diet. But yeah, so I'll see you on another video. Do you want to sign off as well, seeing as you're not actually driving now? There you go, look, you can just about see him. So we'll see you in another video, and as we always say, happy slimming.